Welcome back, everyone, to Oxford 4000 Essential English Words, episode 55. I'm your host, Emma.
And I'm Frank, your learning partner on this journey. Emma, you seem full of energy today. Did you finally fix that flickering light in your studio?
I did. It's amazing what a little bit of stable electricity can do for your mood. It's been driving me crazy for a week.
I can imagine. A peaceful environment is key. Well, speaking of bright ideas, what linguistic delights are we illuminating for our listeners today? So, what's on the menu for today?
An excellent question. Today, we're tackling a really interesting mix. We have electricity, soft, artist, working, significantly, speak, stem, agreement, waste, and perplex.
Wow, that's quite a range. We're going from something as concrete as electricity to a word like perplex. This is going to be fun. I'm ready to be perplexed, but hopefully not too much.
That's the spirit. Before we dive in, a quick reminder to all our wonderful listeners. If you're enjoying our podcast, please take a moment to save, like, and subscribe.
And don't forget to hit that notification bell and share this episode with your friends. Your support is what allows us to keep creating more and more polished episodes for you. It means the world to us.
Absolutely. Now, shall we start with the first word? Let's begin with electricity. It's a noun and it's the form of energy that we use to power lights, computers, and so many other things. In Chinese, it's simply dian.
Right, my apartment wouldn't be very functional without it. I often think about how much we rely on electricity. So, a simple sentence would be the storm knocked out the electricity for 3 hours.
Exactly. Or you could talk about the cost. The bill for electricity has gone up this winter. It can also be used more figuratively to describe a feeling of excitement.
Oh, I like that. Like there was a real electricity in the air before the concert started. It suggests a kind of buzzing, excited energy.
Precisely, a very useful and versatile word. Let's move on to our next one, which is soft. This is an adjective, and its core meaning is that something is pleasant to touch, not hard or rough. The Chinese equivalent would be 柔软的.
Like my new cashmere sweater. It's incredibly soft. So, this blanket is so soft and warm. Is that a good example?
A perfect one. But soft can also describe sounds that are quiet and gentle. For instance, she has a very soft voice, so you have to listen carefully.
That makes sense. It can also be used for colors that are not bright, right? Like they painted the baby's room in soft shades of blue and green.
You've got it. It's all about a lack of harshness, whether it's touch, sound, or sight. Now, let's talk about a person. Our next word is artist. An artist is a person who creates art, especially paintings or drawings. In Chinese, we say 艺术家.
My sister is an artist. She paints beautiful landscapes. So I could say, the local gallery is exhibiting work by a new young artist.
That's a classic example. It can also be used more broadly for someone who is very skilled at something. For example, he's a real artist in the kitchen. His cooking is incredible.
So it's not just about painting. Someone could be a culinary artist, or you might hear someone described as a sandwich artist. It implies a high level of skill and creativity.
Exactly. It's about craftsmanship. Speaking of which, that brings us to our next word, working. As an adjective, it describes something that is functioning or operating. The Chinese for this would be 正常运作的.
This is a practical one. My first thought is about relationships. You could say, we have a good working relationship. This means we cooperate effectively, even if we're not best friends.
That's a very common collocation. It's also used for machines or systems. For instance, is the coffee machine in working order? Or we need a working model of the plan by Friday.
So it emphasizes function and operation. It's not just on, it's doing its job. A working smoke detector is essential for home safety.
You've nailed it. Okay, next up is a fantastic adverb, significantly. It means in a way that is large or important enough to be noticed or have an effect. In Chinese, that's 显著的.
Ah, a word for showing impact. For example, my English has improved significantly since I started listening to this podcast. I hope our listeners feel that way.
We certainly hope so. That's a perfect use. It's great for showing change. For example, the company's profits have grown significantly this year. It adds weight to the change.
So it's much stronger than saying a little bit. If I say the new law will significantly affect the housing market, I'm saying it will cause a major change.
Precisely. It's a powerful word for academic and formal writing, but also very useful in daily conversation to add emphasis. Now, from an adverb to a verb, speak. This word is fundamental. It means to say words or to talk to someone. In Chinese, it's 说 or 说话.
Could you please speak more slowly? That's a sentence every language learner has used.
Absolutely. It's also used for languages. Do you speak French? Is a common question. And it can also mean to give a formal talk. The CEO will speak at the conference tomorrow.
And there's the phrase, actions speak louder than words. It suggests that what you do is more important than what you say.
A very wise proverb. All right, our next word is stem. As a verb, it means to stop something from spreading or continuing. A good Chinese translation is 阻止.
This sounds like it's used in serious situations, like the government is trying to stem the tide of misinformation.
Exactly. It's often used with abstract things like problems or trends. For example, they took measures to stem the flow of complaints. But it also has a more common meaning as a noun, referring to the main, long, thin part of a plant.
Oh, right, like the stem of a flower. She held the rose by its thorny stem. And the verb can also mean to originate from something, correct? As in to stem from. Like after a long discussion, they finally reached an agreement. That implies a formal conclusion.
It can be formal, like signing a rental agreement, but it can also be informal. You and I are in agreement that this is a great podcast, right?
Ha, absolutely. So I could just say, we are in agreement, which means we agree. It feels a bit more formal than just saying, we agree.
That's a good way to put it. It captures the state of having a shared view. Next, let's talk about waste. As a verb, it means to use more of something than is necessary, or to use it in a way that doesn't produce a result. In Chinese, 浪费.
My mother always told me, don't waste your food. It can also be about time. I don't want to waste my time arguing about this.
Both are perfect examples. It can also be a noun. This whole project has been a waste of time and money. It refers to the act or instance of wasting something.
And there's industrial waste or household waste, which refers to unwanted material or garbage.
Correct. It has several related but distinct uses. Okay, one word left for today, and it's a fun one: perplex. It's a verb, and it means to make someone feel confused and anxious because they can't understand something. A good Chinese term is 是困惑.
So it's stronger than just confuse. It's more like being baffled. The sudden disappearance of the airplane continues to perplex investigators.
Exactly. It implies a real puzzle. The adjective form is also very common: perplexing. She gave me a perplexing riddle that I couldn't solve.
I see. So if a problem is perplexing, it's really tough to figure out. What a great list today. Before we move on, let's remind our listeners one more time to save this episode's word list, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss our next 10 words.
Well said, Frank. Now, to help put all these words together, we've prepared a little scenario dialogue. Imagine we are two colleagues discussing a recent project proposal.
Got it. I'll be the one who's a bit skeptical. Let's go.
Frank, have you seen the new project proposal from the art department? The artist who drafted it has some interesting ideas.
I have. To be honest, some parts of it completely perplex me. He wants to use that experimental generator? I'm worried about the electricity supply.
I know. His explanation for it was not very convincing. We need a working plan, not just a concept. I don't want to waste our budget on something that might fail.
I agree. We need to speak with him. We have to come to an agreement on a more practical approach. His ideas are creative, but they seem to stem from a misunderstanding of our technical limits.
My thoughts exactly. His vision has significantly changed from our last meeting. It's almost a complete departure.
I'll schedule a meeting. I'll be direct, but with a soft touch. We need to be firm but encouraging.
Perfect. Thanks, Frank.
And that's our scene. You can see how we tried to weave in all of today's vocabulary. It's a great way to see the words in a natural context.
It really is. Now, let's move on to our practice segment to really test your skills.
That's right. It's time for our Chinese to English challenge. I'm going to give you a sentence in Chinese that uses some of today's words. Your job is to translate it into English. Ready? Here's the first one.
这位艺术家的工作方式非常浪费电，他的老板对此感到很困惑。Take your time, everyone. Think about the best way to phrase it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Emma, what are some possible answers?
Well, a good direct translation would be: this artist's working style is a big waste of electricity, which perplexes his boss.
Nice. I like working style. Another option could be the way this artist works wastes a lot of electricity and it perplexes his boss. This one feels a bit more conversational.
Both are great. They capture the meaning perfectly. Ready for the next one, Frank?
Absolutely. Let's try this one. It's a bit longer. 经过一个重大的讨论，他们终于就如何阻止问题蔓延达成了一致协议。
Ooh, a good one.
It is. All right, listeners, your 5 seconds start now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What do you think, Emma?
For this one, a smooth translation would be after a significant discussion, they finally reached an agreement on how to stem the spread of the problem.
That's very elegant. You could also say, following a significant discussion, they came to an agreement on how to stop the problem from stemming out further. Though stem the spread is a more natural collocation.
I agree. It shows how knowing common word pairings is so important. Okay, last one. Let's make it a good one.
You got it. Here is the final challenge. 请轻声说，我们需要一个可行的协议，而不是一个模糊的想法。
A great sentence to practice with. Think about the different meanings of our words.
And your time starts now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's hear the answers.
A simple and effective translation is please speak softly. We need a working agreement, not a vague idea.
Working agreement is the key phrase there. Another way to put it could be speak in a soft voice, please. What's needed is a working agreement, not just a fuzzy concept.
Excellent alternatives. Great job to everyone who participated. Practice is so important, and this kind of exercise really helps solidify what you've learned.
It really does. And that brings us to the end of another episode. I feel like my vocabulary has significantly improved already.
Mine too. And we've got another great list for you in our next episode. We'll be covering grade, guess, button, instrument, handkerchief, zone, strictly, oak, talent, and wet.
Ooh, handkerchief and oak. Some classic words in there. I can't wait. A huge thank you to all of you for tuning in. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the show.
And hit that notification bell so you won't waste a minute when our next episode drops. Thank you for joining us on Oxford 4000 Essential English Words. I'm Emma.
And I'm Frank. Keep practicing, and we'll speak to you next time. Goodbye.